I was seeing comments of Gen Z lingo that I learned. The new words that I learned, chopped means that you're ugly. So like when you're saying like, oh, that girl is chopped, like that means that you're calling that the girl is ugly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, or like the action is ugly or something.
Fun fact, I actually was in the casting process to be on like a food dating reality show. Like, yeah, she thought we were talking about Love After Lockup, which has to do with people in prison.
Yeah.
Because I guess there's like there's like a website where there's people who are in prison and you can like look them up and you can like start relationships with them or write letters to them and things like that.
Literally, like people like look at a roster from like maybe their county jail basically, and then there's people out there who will look through these rosters to find like a potential mate. And then, you know, I've always thought like
success.
Yeah, and there's a lot of success. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Just One Bite. I'm Nina, aka Psycho Food.
And I'm Tiff at Take One for the Road.
And we're yapping.
Yeah, we're just gonna yap and chill today.
Yeah, so we basically saw each other like 4 times this week. Because we saw each other on Monday, and then Monday, Wednesday,
yesterday.
Wait, yesterday, Thursday? Oh yeah, and then Friday. Yeah, so it was all for like different occasions too. But we basically, like the first day we went, we saw like some of our Disney friends, like the girly pops, and we went to like North Italia, and we always see them like at least like once a month. Like, so this is our shout out to our friends Karen, Carolyn, and Sam, and then the boys Nate and Christian.
And Law, you were missed.
Yes, but we always try to make it out like to hang out with each other like once a month. But I don't think we saw them in April because we were all a little busy.
Yeah, we didn't see them last month, but we saw them this past week, and it was really nice catching up.
Yeah, and we basically, we were just updating. I feel like the most memorable part though, we were talking about, so we're starting this like series later on, and hopefully we've kind of like progressed in our development of it, but we're actually gonna start this like separate series like on our channel, where it's gonna be mainly about TIFF. But if you guys are familiar with what like alphabet dates are, it's where people like go on dates starting with like each letter of the alphabet. Like A is for axe throwing, B is for bowling, and etc. And so I was like, we should do like a flip on it where we're dating like a guy from every letter of the alphabet. And so
like eligible bachelors, please.
Eligible bachelors. Yeah, because I feel like the whole like the YouTube videos that are like 6-to-1 guy or something or girl, and then you're choosing and it's kind of blind date, and then it's always in that like white background. I feel like it's a little like overused. So I was like, okay, what can we do that's a little bit more like personable to Tiff, but then also still kind of giving her some like just a newfound like excitement about like dating, just because
I've lost my love for dating. It's not fun. It's like homework now.
So
this will be interesting. That's if we can find guys with,
that's like the hope.
Names that start with A, B, C. So if y'all know anyone,
let us forward it to me, and then because I'll be the one like filtering through it, and so
Nina's gonna be the host of the show.
Yeah, so for like some of the requirements though ish, it's like requirements but like loose-ish in a way, but we're asking for guys who are over 28.
Yes, a little older, please.
Yeah, 28.
Financially literate,
which is like kind of hard to find, but
like has a credit card.
Yeah, and then but I guess it's kind of just like if they're like smart, you know, because we don't want some stupid people either. And then
someone emotionally available, please.
Yeah, and then someone who has like I hope you guys like as you're like listening in and maybe watching for our YouTube viewers, getting the personality of Tiff, because I think she's very like adventurous, and I feel like she has a very cool like thrill to like life, and we want someone matching that.
Yeah,
So,
someone who can keep up. Okay.
yeah, but it's like the thrill and like the excitement for like life. So it's not like that we're going like crazy ham or whatever, but it's also like hoping that Tiff matches someone in energy, which is like so hard to come by.
Yes.
Yeah, and then just kind of like someone probably like in the
LAOC area.
Yeah, so if you guys know anyone, we're taking applications from A to B, C, D, and
Just any letter of the alphabet. We'll get to it eventually.
Yeah,
So.
and so our idea is like mostly like this is first dates, so it's not tied down in a way, but then also not trying to be like dismissive of everyone either, but it's also people who are just like willing to just have a fun time at like a date, and like no matter like what the activity is, and so we'll just document each of that until,
and if they're like not afraid to kind of just be on camera for a bit,
that's what we're like,
just hoping. Like a vlog, you know.
Yeah, so so this series like dating every guy in the alphabet. That's what we're like hoping for. But yeah, anyways, we were like talking about it with like our Disney friends, and somehow in conversation, what was funny, we were talking about that one show Carolyn mentioned about
the jail one.
The jail.
Well, it's because you brought up Love on the Spectrum.
Oh,
and
yes.
I think she thought it was like Locked Up.
Oh,
or Love After Lockup.
Yeah. I love Love on the Spectrum, by the way. It's like it's
so wholesome.
It's so wholesome, and I love the way that the characters date, and like those who are in relationships love each other, because it's just very like authentic, like in their own way, and it's not to like make fun of them or anything. And I think the show actually does a very good job of like documenting like their life and just like dating. So it's a very like cool show, and I think I feel like it brings a lot of like awareness to like those like on the spectrum.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah, but I love that series. But anyways, like we were talking about Love After Lockup.
Yeah, because Carolyn was telling us about she thought we were talking about Love After Lockup, which has to do with people in prison. Because I guess there's like there's like a website where there's people who are in prison, and you can like look them up, and you can like start relationships with them or write letters to them and things like that.
Literally, like people like look at a roster from like maybe their county jail, basically, and then there's people out there who will look through these rosters to find like a potential mate, and then I've always thought like
success.
Yeah, and there's a lot of success, but I've always wondered how these people like they get married like in like while they're in or serving time.
I think they give them like some time to like do a little ceremony in the jail or something.
Well, I get that part, but I'm like, how do you go from being in jail and then dating and then you get married? Like, when was the time period for that?
I don't know. Maybe it's like long distance relationships almost.
Yeah, like same thing with like we were talking about like Gypsy Rose, the one who the one where she was
married to that one guy, and then after she
left jail, like they divorced. Yeah, and then she's with someone new. But yeah, Gypsy Rose is a girl who she had a mom who was basically like feeding her medication, and then
that she didn't need
and so
pretty much like abusive almost.
That she basically wanted like her to be like disabled like purposefully, and she was getting like the mom was getting grants for like giving her like because she kept saying that she was so like she needed like medical assistance.
She was like unhealthy, she was disabled, but in reality she basically wasn't. And so she ended up plotting with her boyfriend at the time to kill her mom.
Yeah, that's a whole Gypsy Rose story.
That's why she was in jail, but I guess over time she really did the work. She's become like a better citizen, and she got released early. But before she got released, she like met someone via letters or something.
Wait, which
guys, Ryan, the one she was married and divorced. Okay. I guess he was like, they started writing letters. They got married. He was like not in jail. He was just a normal random stranger who's writing letters to her. but they got married, and after she was released from prison, I guess they like broke up, and she like went back to another ex fling or some sort.
I don't know if it was a fling, but it just seemed like it was someone else to me. But yeah,
but I'm just like,
how did you like,
if these people can find their soulmates, like, should I?
No. No.
Should I go Locked Up After Love or whatever?
No. You can have someone who's not in jail. You want to go on dates too, so that's the whole point of it. But that's what we were talking about, and it's just so funny because it's like we went on this whole like rabbit hole about it. We're like, whoa, like I was always so curious, like how do people like meet each other? But then I guess that's what it's like a thing, like a culture that they even made like a show about. So yeah,
I know. It's got me thinking maybe I should start writing letters to prisoners.
No, it's okay.
Maybe that's my...
But you've seen those like people who've like whose mugshot got like super big.
Yeah,
like,
because they're really super attractive. There's that one guy, I think got a modeling contract.
Yeah, the guy with the gray eye or
the
light blue eyes
with the teardrop tattoo or something.
Yeah, I don't know what his name was, but he was so popular before.
He's pretty attractive, though.
Yeah. I remember, like, looking at the article because there was, like, 5 other people who were convicted of the same crime.
Yeah.
And then he was the one who, like, stood out from all of them. And I think he was also one of the people who got released sooner.
Oh, wow.
But not that I think is because of the modeling deal, but I think it's just...
well, whatever helps them rehabilitate back into, like, normal society and life and, like, make money in a... legal way, you know, like
I mean, there's a lot of ways that people who are like incarcerated, like they get to have opportunities to, I think, like earn back their time or like take away time or whatever.
Yeah, like a lot of the firefighters fighting the fires this year. Yeah, because they have a program for that.
Yeah, so I think that's nice because I think that gives people
a purpose
opportunity. Too. Yeah. And it's much needed help, and there's a lot of people who are like willing, and sometimes like people who are like incarcerated, like they don't have like the resources and they don't have like they don't develop like as many skills, obviously, like if you were like on the outside. But I do think like they do a good job at trying to like see ways that they can help. But
yeah,
I just wish it was maybe a little bit more like compensation or whatever they did.
They don't make much from it.
Yeah, because it's only like cents that I think
like $1 an hour or something. Yeah,
like the firefighter, like the incarcerated fire, like
but they are incarcerated for a reason. Yeah. So I mean, I could see both sides of it, but I did see an interview of one of the prisoners who was like, he's a prisoner, but he's part of that like fire program, and he says he's so grateful for it because it's like, they're not making much money, but it gives them a sense of purpose. And like when they do get released, like it definitely helps them later on because I think they can do rehabilitate back into society. And like even though it's little dollars they're making, it's still something versus like them not making anything.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But yeah, we were talking a little bit about Locked Up After Love. I feel like Netflix
Love After Lockup. I love how we keep saying Locked Up After Love.
Oh,
imagine you fall in love and then you go to prison. That should be a different show.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, the flip part. That's what I mean. But yeah, we were talking about that. But it was just interesting because we were just talking about like love and just how that's been happening. And then
I know. And then today the Girly Pops messaged us. I guess there's like a
dating show,
like a dating supper club that's in the works, and they're doing a casting call, and everyone's like, submit your application. So maybe I
would you do it?
Yeah, I have nothing better to do. Why not?
No, you have a lot of things. You're busy.
That's true. I am very, very busy, but I'll make time for it because I feel like it'd be something fun. It'd be an opportunity to meet new people.
Yeah, what did it say that it was? Like
I thought it was a dinner supper club, but I could be wrong. I barely like read through it.
I know. I feel like I saw the whole what's it called, like the signage for it.
But it would be interesting. And I mean, this is like not the first. I don't know if it's a reality show or what. But fun fact, I actually was in the casting process to be on like a food dating reality show, like back in 2020, 2021. had a interview with like one of the casting producers and everything. And then there was like, and then I didn't hear back because I don't know if it ever got picked up or it never happened.
You should try it.
And then I got into a relationship, so I couldn't go on. But I would be willing. I just don't know if like, because it's 21 and plus. So I'm like, oh, are they gonna just, you know, it's like Bachelorette kind of.
I'm sure
it's always like they always cast the really hot young 20-year-olds. But like realistically, it's like I feel like they should cast people who are older, because I think when you're younger, a lot of girls, they don't really know what they want, or they just want to have fun. Same with the guys, right?
Well, I'm sure they're probably gonna screen you too, so maybe there'll be other people that will like match.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, I'll apply for it.
I mean, it's a casting call, so
yeah, I'll keep y'all updated
before the 22nd
of May.
Yeah. Okay, we got it. Yeah, we're gonna make her.
We'll have I'll send the application in the group chat, and then all the girls will have to help me.
Yeah, we have to edit it, but yeah. I think it'll be fun. I think it's different. I think also people are like craving like community in a way. So you'll probably, I mean, this show is probably not going to attract just like not people who are crazy or neutral or something. I
hope so.
But yeah.
I mean, ideally one day I would love to put on like a speed dating event for my community, for people who are single. But just right now, I mean, I can't even find any single men, and my friends don't really have any single men to offer, so that'd be hard. But one day, I think that's my goal, because I know how hard it is to like date these days. I would want to make it easier for other people in the future, and put together a speed dating event. Maybe it could like also be in line with like charity to raise money for charities. I don't know. I think that would be fun though. Yeah.
We'll find it. Yeah, that's fun. I don't think I've ever seen like a speed dating like in real life.
Yeah, right. So I feel like it'd be something fun to put together. I don't know. I like putting together events, so I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Once I have my stuff situated.
The other time that I saw TIFF this week was on Wednesday, because I merged, like, so we have a friend named Garland, or
Hi Garland. She's listening right now.
So Garland and I know each other from college actually, and so she's one of like the first friends I made like in like that university, and she listens to the podcast, and so we recently had like a podcast episode talking about Tiff's recent like situation ship. And then
Garland reached out.
Yeah, and it was really nice.
And it was really sweet. And I was like, wait, why don't we just grab a meal with Nina?
Yeah,
so Nina coordinated.
Yeah, so we had Korean barbecue at this place in like La Mirada or something. And we were so stuffed, but it was kind of cool talking about like dating, because you guys are a little bit sort of like similar like situations, and also timing wise, I think both of you have gotten out of something recently, so I think it was nice like seeing them relate in that way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice when you have like people who are going through the same thing as you, especially when it comes to dating. I feel like it's nice to have single girlfriends, because they can understand and relate where you're coming from. But it was a good time, and I'm sure we'll see each other soon in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, a very near future.
Yeah.
And the Korean barbecue was good. I was so stuffed after that day. I like remember knocking out like after that meal.
I feel like this entire week we've just been stuffed. All we've been doing was
just eating.
Well, I mean, yesterday Nina and I spent 5 hours eating through 15 different food concepts at the new Rodeo 72 Public Market Food Hall that's opening. Well, grand opening's tomorrow, May 3rd. By the time you see this, it'll be open. So go check it out.
It's in Whittier.
Yeah, there was a lot of food.
Yeah, so the concepts, so if you guys know like Rodeo 39, that's in Stanton, that's the original one, but they opened another location in Whittier, but they have some concepts that were the same as, like for example, Shoots is at Rodeo 39, and I think Primal Cuts is also at Rodeo 39.
It is, yeah.
And then Kozan is actually at the Rodeo San Juan Capistrano location.
Oh, I haven't been to that location.
That was a really nice location. Like, it's a little bit more like ranch western, or I mean southern, like, I guess
Southern theme.
Yeah, it's actually really cute inside. So it's a bit smaller than the one that we just went, but the Whittier one had like they have an agua frescas thing. There was like a pasta.
And that place also had Dubai chocolate covered strawberries.
And then there was like a small omakase bar.
Yeah,
like
there
an
was
ice cream.
Blue Bowl. I finally tried Blue Bowl.
I've
heard so many great things about their acai bowls, and I've just never gone. And I heard it's the best.
Wait, have you tried? Did you try it?
Yeah, I took a bite yesterday. A few bites. It was really good. I like that they have different flavored bases. I feel like the only other place I really like their acai bowls for their bases is the Berry brand.
Oh yeah,
because they have unique base flavors. Because I feel like most acai bowl places, it's
like pitaya.
Yeah, it's just like pitaya, acai, and then like maybe one other option. But Blue Bowl had like mango passion. They had a huckleberry. They had matcha. So it ended up being very beautiful. It looked like a sunset.
Yeah, hers was like very multi-layered.
So beautiful. Yeah.
And then there was like
there's a full bar.
Yeah, there's a bar.
Capo Public House, I think it's called.
There's Krapao, the Thai restaurant.
Paper Rice.
Oh yeah, Pepper Rice from Pasadena. So it's like a custom spring roll place.
Build your own.
Yeah, so that was really nice.
And then they have this dessert that's like a pandan mochi cake.
Oh yeah, that was so fire.
It was so good. I just ate my last piece. I'm so sad.
Yeah, it was so good. I gave some to my boyfriend, and that was like the only thing that like he ate immediately from like the batch of food that I gave him. And then
there was ice cream from Double Three. It was like a bubble waffle with soft serve and a giant marshmallow. That was fun.
Yeah, and then we had like Peruvian food.
Yeah, tacos, basket tacos from Guadalajara.
Oh yeah,
shout out to Carla. She's so sweet.
Yeah, Carla's the only name I remember.
Yeah,
from all the others.
I know,
because she was like, she had such a nice. We had a really nice conversation about where she's from, like in Guadalajara, and then what type of fillings that she has for tacos, because she has
have
like
a lobster mash,
and she was talking about her like beans one that was really good, but we didn't try that one. And then
chicharron.
Yeah, and then they have like a birria, like grilled cheese, but I think in Guadalajara they call it barbacoa.
Yeah.
So they had barbacoa, like grilled cheese with Gouda.
So good. There was egg bread. I had the breakfast poutine, and it's with popcorn chicken, which I thought was really unique. It was pretty good.
Yeah, and then there was Kozan, which I said was also at San Juan Capistrano.
Oh yeah, it was like boba drinks. I asked them to make the watermelon cooler into a watermelon cloud, and they did it for me, and it was delicious.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
What else? Build your own like pasta pizza place.
Yeah,
from Not Just Pizza.
Yeah, I think we got everything. Yeah.
We
went. I was like visualizing in my head like this way.
Yeah, the steak from Primal Cuts was phenomenal.
Yeah.
That ribeye.
Yeah.
I usually don't like steak, but it was good.
Yeah, and I don't really like burgers, but I've been like opening myself up to burgers, and they had this bomb smash burger that was like my favorite out of like everything there. But everything was overall pretty good, but that smash burger was so good. I like ate some of it there, and then I saved my stomach, and then I ate it again for dinner last night, and I was like, this is so good.
I know.
I think it's smash burgers that I like.
Same. I like smash burgers because the patty's thinner.
Soft, yeah. And then, I don't know, the meat quality is tastier too, so.
I agree. It just hits different.
Yeah.
But yeah, we literally spent 5 hours eating and filming nonstop.
I'm surprised I did not run it out of storage. I was so ready for me to like delete something, and then I guess I had enough to spare.
Boba tea. Gnarly.
Yeah, and I did that. So like Cat's Eye, the new like global group, they came out with like a new song called Gnarly, and then I didn't really like it at first, but then after listening to it for a while, like, and when I mean a while, it was like in a span of me going to Whittier and like driving there, and I put it on repeat like until I liked the song. But it's pretty catchy. And then there's this one lyric at the beginning where it's like, boba tea, gnarly, Tesla, gnarly, fried chicken, gnarly. And then I did it at
She did she filmed with the boba tea, with the fried chicken,
and then
with
I
the
went
Tesla.
outside to find a Tesla. Like, of course there has to be a Tesla outside.
Yeah.
I don't think it's impossible to see like at least one outside.
I think you definitely started a new TikTok trend though.
I mean, I hope so. I put it on TikTok, and then it has like 4,000 views right now, but hopefully it pops off on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I'm a little paranoid because I like posted and then I forgot to put the audio, and I was like, I cannot put the audio. And then I had to repost it. So hopefully you guys can give some love to me, like going around. But and also for Cat's Eye, I hope you see it. Cause,
that'd be cute.
Yeah, because I don't think I've seen. I was looking at the tags. I haven't seen anyone do like with fried chicken and actual boba.
Yeah, no, that was smart. You definitely started a new trend. I feel like I should go do the trend, and then I'll like credit you. Be like, IB Nina. What does IB stand for? I just know you're supposed to
IB.
That's how you like credit people for the idea.
But what does B stand for?
I don't know.
Oh, I know people.
I always see people say IB and then they credit the original
IB meaning
creator of like that idea or trend, but I never found out what it stood for.
I know. Inspired by.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh yeah, inspired by at whatever. That's nice.
That's cute.
Yeah, I like that. You know what, like other initials that I just learned? So there was this one video I recently posted about my boyfriend got me another Zmomo like a couple weeks ago, and I got a crap ton of hate on it. And I don't care though.
It went mega viral on both.
It went so
Instagram
viral.
and TikTok, and Nina got so much hate
I got
on it.
so much hate, but it's
I just
fine.
don't get it though, because everyone has like their like inner child like wonder type things, you know, and people are just hating on Nina, and they're like, "You're a grown woman."
Yeah,
it's like
there's 967,000 views, 28,000 likes, like 1,500 comments, and then 21,000 shares on just Instagram.
Just because she's like happy dancing with the Zmomo.
Yeah, people hate the way that I was. Yeah.
People hate on happy people. I realize.
But yeah, people were basically hating on me because they didn't like my voice. But you know, like I guess if you're not in a relationship, or maybe you don't do this in your relationship, but I feel like I know a lot of people where when they're talking to their significant other, they're talking in like
baby talk.
Yeah. And then also not to be like scientific or something, but also psychologically, they actually said girls, when they're talking to like their male like partner, they'll talk in a higher pitch, and girls usually talk in a higher pitch when they like someone. So
I agree. Like
what? Like,
I mean, I talk in a higher pitch even just to authority, like anyone. Like if you listen to my
she's like locked after lockdown. Hey babe,
like even
like behind bars,
like work, or just when I talk to people. Like right now, you could tell this is my like normal voice. Granted, I'm a little bit sick, but if you listen to my voiceovers too, sometimes they're a little bit like, it's like a different voice. It's a different pitch. And when I'm drunk, my voice goes up another 3 octaves.
Yeah, so I think it's just kind of like natural. And I feel like girls, they probably don't want to be like, hey, you know, like I don't think that's
weird.
What,
that's actually a little scary.
Yeah, so I don't know, like I don't know, but either way, that's what people were like hating me on, and they're like, oh, you're a grown-ass woman. And then people thought I was a millennial. And the thing is, it's like no harm on millennials, but I was like, they were literally thinking I was like 40, and I was like, that's hardcore millennial. And then people were like, this is millennial core, blah blah. They either think I'm 30 or 40, and then I'm like,
but you literally look so young.
Yeah, maybe I did do my hair that day, so maybe also like, I don't know if people who are younger, but also I think girls, they all know how to look really nice, so no matter what age. But yeah, so we're hitting on that, and then but people are like rude, like people are mean, like
that's when you know you've made it though.
Yeah, and people are like cussing and stuff, like or like cussing, or like saying like, oh, like kill yourself or whatever. And I'm like, you know, that's not like things that I like promoting, and I don't care if I like delete my comments when it's like that. You know, if it's like the grown-ass woman stuff, like I didn't really care about that. But then but the stuff about that, I'm like, okay, that's something that I don't want attracting on my profile.
I just don't understand, like, what is it that causes these people to think it's okay to comment these things? Like, if you don't like something, wouldn't it be easier for you to just scroll?
Yeah, but people just want to hate. But again, I don't care about like user 123, but it's fine. And either way, it was like a lot of like comments like that. But I forgot why I was talking about this Zmomo thing.
I don't know either, but it's okay. No,
Yeah.
I mean, we're just talking about recent updates, I guess, of our lives.
Oh, I was gonna say why there was like some. I brought the Zmomo up because I was seeing comments of Gen Z lingo that I learned, and because you brought up the IB thing.
Oh yes.
And so I just learned. I learned. I'm like Gen Z technically, but I'm like on a cusp of it. But the new words that I learned, chopped means that you're ugly. So like when you're saying like, oh, that girl is chopped, like that means that you're calling that the girl is ugly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, or like the action is ugly or something. And then another word that I learned is huzz.
What?
Huzz, like HUZZ.
What does that mean?
It's like like H0ES. But okay, imagine the zero was the shape is another letter, so H0ES. Do you know what it is?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that's what
huzz.
Yeah, and that's what it like. Where's my huzz at? You know.
Oh.
And then
Interesting.
yeah, and then the other one that I learned was there was another one that was like similar to huzz, but I was like,
I feel like they have to be better with this lingo, because huzz, I would assume, means like short for husband.
oh, that's nice.
Right?
Yeah. No.
Who's making up these lingos? I have a chat with them.
And then bop, BOP.
Oh.
That means that you're like bopping around. So that's like the new word for like.
I think that one's been around for a while.
Yeah, but it's like now like a thing. Like, oh, she's a bop.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like one thing. And then I learned dogged. So this one was a little confusing because I think people thought dogged meant like, oh, you're raw dogging, like meaning that you're glaring at someone. But dogged means that you're like effed up.
Oh,
Like
interesting.
you don't say raw dogged or anything. It's just like, oh, like you're dogged. That's like a term that means like, oh, you're effed. Yeah, so that's new Gen Z learn. That's what I learned, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Who comes up with these?
Yeah.
I'm always curious.
And then I learned also there was like a syllable or like initials. Okay, okay, SYBAU. That's like an initial for something. Can you guess what it is? SYBAU.
It stands for
It
something?
stands for like a phrase.
So you
Yeah.
better. So you better. I don't know.
I'll give you what it is.
Okay.
It's shut your bleep ass up. I forgot to bleep out the ass. Or it's okay. It's whatever. I think I saw someone say it's actually on the new Above the Influence podcast, but they said that the first 7 seconds you shouldn't try to cuss in like your YouTube videos because YouTube will like flag it. But if it's after 7 seconds, it's okay. But yeah,
because whoever's watching it is too lazy to.
I think just YouTube filters out the first 7 seconds or something. But yeah, I was like, oh, fun facts. But yeah, so
Just don't put this as the beginning clip then.
yeah. But yeah, those are like new words that I learned. But yeah,
We should do a little segment on the channel.
I know.
Weekly words Nina learns.
I know, as a Gen Z myself. Yeah, that and like Travis too, because we have a friend named Travis, and he's from Hawaii, and he doesn't know, or he knows a lot now, but before he didn't know too many words,
like mainland
slang.
lingo, because he's from Hawaii.
Yeah, and then you'll probably see that podcast episode that we did with them at same day. Yeah, getting our IV drip a few episodes ago. But yeah, he was just learning so many new words, which is kind of fun. But yeah, those are some like new lingo that you can use. But I feel like the one that I would use out of the ones that I said is probably chopped, but not to say like someone is chopped. I would say someone's chopped in the personality. Like they have a chopped
Yes.
attitude.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah, so that's when I would use it, like chopped. Yeah.
I always think, I don't know why I think of like a cooking show.
Like that, because that is a cooking show.
Oh, okay,
It was on like Food Network, I think.
I think of Gordon Ramsay whenever you say that word.
Oh, chopped. I don't know if it's with Gordon Ramsay.
I don't think
though.
it is.
Yeah, but yeah, that's one of the like lingos. Yeah, it's just funny because a lot of my Zmomo content is like popping off in a way, or people now remember me from like the Zmomo stuff.
Oh yeah, Nina is famous. We got, how many people approached you last week
About which one?
at an event?
Yeah, people were like asking me where my Zmomo is, and I was like, "This is my everyday." That I'm like, I didn't bring Zmomo everywhere because I don't want Zmomo to get dirty either. But
Yeah.
I'll probably try bringing him to bringing him to like a event or something.
Yeah.
It's just I don't want to carry him because it's not like
You
he's
should get a
super light.
backpack.
I know. Yeah.
Like, you know how people carry their babies or their dogs in a backpack?
Mm-hmm.
You should
Easy.
get a backpack.
Yeah, that would
And
be
put
cute.
your Zmomo in the back. Well, you would need one to carry two because now you have two Zmomos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but one has wings. The angel in the cloud has wings, and then
What if you bought a stroller?
oh yeah,
Like, you know how people, I mean, I use a stroller for my senior citizen dog.
yeah.
And it's kind
That'd
of
be
cute.
I used to have a stroller for my dog, but then we gave it away, and then
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and then I got the Zmomos, and I'm like, well, I could have kept that, but it's fine.
I guess you have your wagon.
Yeah, the wagon is helpful. That wagon I've had since like my fraternity days, and I kept it. So.
Yeah, that's the best.
But yeah, interesting stuff. Are you excited for Bali?
Yes. Yes, I'm stressed though because I've been planning parts of the trip right now before the wedding. And it's stressful because in Bali, everything is so far. Like, everything takes at least an hour to drive to get to. So it's just coordinating, finding like the like hotels I'll be staying at. And
It's not
then
booked yet, or
I just booked like
Oh, shoot.
some, and then I think I have one more I need to book. And then during the wedding, May and Kevin have all their friends in the villas, so I'm actually staying. I'm staying in the villas. Oh, sorry, the plushie fell on my head. Staying in the villas with them, so I'm super excited about that. But yeah,
is it an all-inclusive villa, or is it like?
I don't think so.
That's
No,
okay.
but
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I've been to Bali before, so I've done like Ubud and things like that. But this time, I specifically wanted to visit at least one of the islands. So I'm gonna go to Nusa Penida and go see like the island that's like looks like a shape of a dinosaur. I'm gonna go snorkeling with the manta rays, which I'm super stoked for. I made a reservation for this restaurant during sunset, and it's like insane cliff top view. Like, I don't know.
Ooh.
It's gonna look super cool. And then I also booked one night stay at this one hotel that's also kind of like on the cliffs of Bali and stuff. And then there's just so many different cliffs and beaches that we're gonna be at. And then I think for a few days we're gonna be at this eco retreat. And it looks insane as well, so I'm excited to
Cool.
show you guys that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm really excited just to go and like also hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
And I think I just need a little break. I feel like my life's been on nonstop, like go
Yeah.
all year already, and it's been 5 months of nonstop.
I know.
I just need a break.
Yeah, this is like after this too. Like Tiff said that she didn't plan anything tomorrow, and she just got back to her apartment here.
Yeah, I just got
So-
back after 2 weeks back at home because I was watching my grandma and Kiki. But yeah, it'll be nice to just have one full Saturday to myself to do
Yeah.
nothing because I've been so busy, and
Yeah.
I need some time to decompress.
Yeah, it's like much needed. I feel like I value the time that I'm alone. I don't want to do anything
Yeah.
sometimes, and I also don't like being like pressured to like go out either. Like, I think if anything that kind of like pushes me away because I'm like, oh, that means I don't have time for myself, and
Yeah.
I struggle a little bit with having to like sleep on time too, because I either constantly wake up through the night or I sleep late. So yeah, if I notice that even if I try to sleep at like 10 or 11 or something, I'll like wake up again at like 12.
I wonder
I'll
if
wake up at
it's
3.
because your cortisol is high. Because that
Probably.
happens to me too. I end up sleeping really late because I think my cortisol is high, but that's also stress related.
Yeah, I actually don't know if it's my cortisol that's high, because I usually know that if it's high because if I'm hungry or not, and usually I am hungry in the morning, and then I know it's just my circadian rhythm that's messed up. Yeah, because so because if it's like it's just like I still wake up at like the times that are off or like the lighter sleep, so that's why I know it's off. And then if you notice like the way that I wake up at like 12, I'll wake up at 3, and then maybe I'll wake up at 6, so it's every like couple hours. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, but even last night I don't think I slept that long.
Me neither.
Yeah.
We were both up pretty late.
Yeah, and then I woke up again at like 6,
Oh,
and then I like slept again, but then I wasn't like super tired.
Do you
either.
take
Magnesium?
Yeah, or what's the one that
magnesium glycinate.
yeah.
Yeah, I used to. I haven't like ordered it, but I probably should. But that did help me before, because I felt like that made me have more of a restful sleep, and it's kind of the same as like melatonin.
Yes, that's
but
the
then
one I was looking
melatonin
for.
is supposed to help you like sleep, but magnesium just makes the quality of your sleep better.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's not like to make you sleep. Like it doesn't make you drowsy, but usually that's a little bit better. But yeah, I have to like get a new one. Yeah, because I think I ran out, and then I realized that the one that I was getting, I think it's called like Nature Made or whatever. Technically that's like a very like common brand, but it's not the best brand to get for magnesium glycinate. So I have to get something else. Yeah. Oh my god, I feel like one of those like TikTok. I mean, I am kind of like those TikTok girls who care about all like the nutrition and not nutrition.
Or the ones that were trying to sell you something
What is it
on
called?
TikTok
Like,
shop.
what did we call it? Like not herbal, like holistic. Yeah, I'm like I'm not like crazy, but I will like fall into those stuff. Like, oh yeah, I need magnesium glycinate. Like I need like like creatine. Actually, creatine you actually need for like working out.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, but you don't have to. But now too, I heard like for energy drinks, Celsius is like bad now. It's bad because I heard that they had some like, I guess, study or maybe some FDA like report or something that said that Celsius wasn't good for you, and so now everyone's drinking like White Monster instead, or like Alani as an alternative to Celsius, which is actually interesting.
Are they not all just made with the same ingredients?
Sort of, but I think Celsius has a specific like ingredient or something that is not good, but everyone says like, oh, like Celsius can cause like cancer and stuff, but I feel like everything can kind of does it. But then there's always like a risk factor from like taking like energy drinks, because it's not like technically natural. But then also I think why like Monster has just been more established for a long time. So and technically Celsius is one of like the newer energy drinks in my opinion. And then also Celsius is not like available like nationwide either.
It's not?
It's mostly like a California thing. And then you can, if you're in other parts of the US, you can probably ship it to you, but it's not readily available in other states.
That's interesting.
Maybe Nevada, but yeah, I knew these people who are coming from like Texas, and then they were saying like, oh yeah, the only time that we ever get to drink Celsius is in California. So they always like look forward to it, but that was like a couple years ago.
Okay.
Or maybe not a couple of years, maybe like a year ago. So now I don't know if that's different. But yeah, they said Celsius is not good for you, but now I'm drinking Monster, but I don't really like it as much.
I would recommend yerba mate then. It's more natural. And
oh yeah, the only thing with
I would drink that in college because it popped off in SB like my senior year of college.
Yeah, the only thing with yerba mate is sometimes it has apples in it, so I'm allergic to apples. I'm allergic to nuts and apples, if you guys don't know.
Oh my god, it's so funny. So when we had our dinner with the girly pops the other night, we were celebrating me, Nina, and Karen's birthday. And then Sam told the waitress like it was our birthday, so she brought out 2 desserts for the 3 of us. but they both had nuts, but one of them had apples and nuts, so it was funny. And Karen
and the thing
posted,
is,
like, triple birthday, double homicide.
I know. And the thing is too, like, we told like the waiter that I was like allergic
to nuts.
Yeah, because
all night long,
because it was like for pasta, and so we were like, oh, we can't have anything with pesto. And then the salad we ordered, we were like, oh, can we have no nuts because I'm allergic? And then it's so funny because she was like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, would you want like an ice cream instead? And I said yeah, and she's like, what flavor do you want? And I said chocolate, and then she
said vanilla or chocolate.
Yeah,
and Nina says chocolate.
Yeah, and then she came out with vanilla, and I was like,
and Nina's like, she's like, I'm just enjoying my chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, and I think she realized. I don't know. Actually, I don't even think she
did. No.
Yeah, I was like, why do I have this vanilla ice cream? I specifically
they first
said
tried
chocolate.
to kill her with apples and nuts.
Yeah.
And now they don't even give her the ice cream of her choice for her birthday.
Yeah, she's like, oh, whatever, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't think I finished it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, what the heck? Yeah, so that was basically like a triple homicide.
Yeah, they're just
I was gonna kill the
over and
bean.
over again.
Yeah, but I just didn't get the one that I wanted. But it's okay.
It's okay. I'll get you a pint of chocolate ice cream. Yeah. Or which is your favorite from Van Leeuwen that we always get?
All of the flavors have been good, but there's that one that's like a dulce de leche with
brownie.
Something. Yeah, brownie. Yeah, that was really
that
good.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was really good. And then there was another one that I ate recently that was similar. I don't know.
It was also brownie, but it was like not dulce de leche.
Yeah. But I think they ran out of it. But yeah, that one, we've been recently going to Van Leeuwen.
Yeah, I'm like a ambassador of some sort.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of free ice cream from there. Shout out to Van Leeuwen, we love you. So I always take Nina, and then I like send her home with like a pint of
I know. It's pretty good though. I mean, it's smaller pints, so I don't think it's like it's good for like a 2-night, or actually I don't know if you're really just sitting there and eating it. But yeah, it finishes quick because it's a smaller pint, but it's good. And they use like pretty good ingredients. You can tell that they probably stuff it.
I know.
Themselves.
I hope they still have that blue jasmine tea with passion fruit swirl flavor. That's like my favorite one right now. It's so good.
That one was good. Yeah.
Should we get ice cream after that?
Yeah. We haven't even like fully eaten yet.
I know.
Actually, you ate like some spring rolls, which I wish I brought. Yeah, from Paper Rice. Yeah, that one was
It's okay.
good.
You'll have it at home.
I know. I have so much food at home. There's this pasta that I've been wanting to eat so bad, but I've been out every single...
Wait, what is it?
It's just from Amechi, like this one local restaurant in Irvine. And their pasta was just hitting so good, like this week, and then or like earlier or a few days ago, and I've been saving it because I've been trying to eat it for like dinner, but I went out on Monday, Tuesday I also went out for dinner, Wednesday I was also out, and then Thursday obviously we were out, so I didn't have the time to eat it.
And now you're going out for dinner tonight too?
I don't know. Oh yeah.
And then you have your media event tomorrow.
I know.
With more food.
I know. I just want to eat my pasta, and I don't usually crave pasta because it makes me sleepy. Like,
oh, good. Maybe you should eat it one night so you get better sleep.
I know, but then it's like too much carbs. You know.
I know.
That's the only thing with like me and Italian food, like pizza and pasta. I actually try to stay away from. I'll eat it, but it's just. It makes me really tired, even if it's in a small dosage. So, yeah.
I feel you. I love a good pasta. Call me Carby Barbie.
Carby Barbie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Remember when we went to that Barbie museum?
Oh, yeah. Here in Santa Monica. And that guy said I was too fat for the dress I was wearing.
Yeah. What the heck? Oh, my God. There was
crazy. And then Joy almost like beat him up.
Yeah.
But
there was this. So we were going to the Barbie museum, and then we passed by this random guy, and then he basically just like called Tiff out.
Yeah, just randomly as he was walking by us, and we were just crossing the street walking towards the museum, and he's like, you're too fat for that dress or something like that. And I was like, what the
and we were just like so caught off guard. We were like, did he just say that? Like,
yeah, I was in shock.
Yeah,
because I got so many compliments on that dress.
Yeah, it's like a pink dress
with the big bow and like
It's perfect for Barbie.
Yeah, it was perfect for Barbie. I don't know why he said I was too fat for that dress.
Yeah, I was like, that's really rude. Like, how can people just like go out and say that? It was actually really ridiculous.
Now that I look back on it, it's really funny. But I think in the moment I was in shock and it made me feel really bad. But
yeah,
it's okay.
yeah. No, it was a cute dress. No, people are just dumb. Like, you just need to like filter out what you like think in your mind and make sure you don't say it out loud. Like, you can have the right to like think about everything, but then with saying it out loud, like you can't give me the crap about like, oh, it's free speech and crap. Like, it's like you have the purpose of saying that intentionally to try to hurt someone's feelings, and you're not doing someone a favor by saying like, oh, I'm just making them aware so that like they get used to the bullying. Like, that's literally a load of crap too, because why do you feel that you have the right and the ego and basically just like that the authority to like say that to someone? Like you're not God to like tell someone like how you should be, and like, oh yeah, like you're building character. Like, no, it doesn't make sense.
And he was like an old chopped looking guy, not so good looking either. Like, he's just like
yeah, like it's not even like about being like sensitive, like because there's some people out there who are just like, they may say like a sly comment here and there, and that's when I'm like, okay, you just kind of have to have tough skin in that instance. But then to be outright just saying, I'm like, no, that's rude. Like, you can't like just tolerate people for being like rude.
Yeah, it was so out of pocket. But yeah, so that's my memory with Barbie Museum.
Yeah. But that was a cool museum. It was a cool museum, though. It was really basically fun for the Barbie movie, and then they had like a immersive thing. Yeah. And they were showing a bunch of like the old Barbie dolls from the years and stuff. So, yeah. I'm excited to see.
Are you excited for Disney this week?
Yeah. So I'm going to Disney for the last time of my SoCal Select ticket.
Oh my God, I thought you were going to say for the last time in my life.
No. But because I already went like twice in April. Or
with Will.
Yeah, with Will and
Travis.
But then I always decide so late about going to Disney. Like, I always feel like, oh, I'll get the SoCal Select, and then by the time I think about it, it's like the end of March. And then the SoCal Select term period ends in like May, like mid-May. Yeah. And then this year is even earlier. I think it ended on it's ending on like May 14th or something. And I was like, that's not a lot of days for me to like choose in April, but somehow we found like weekends to fit. And then the first one I did is California Adventure. Second day I did Disneyland. And then the last day I'm doing, we booked like the Star Wars day because it's May 4th. And I was like, how did we even get this? But that was like the only day available. Like, I actually wanted to go on May 3rd, but then they didn't have that as available. But
interesting. Yeah,
so May 4th, and we're going to be at California Adventure. And then Travis has a friend from Hawaii who's visiting, and I don't think she's been to Disneyland before.
Okay. So are you guys taking her too?
Yeah, so it'll be new. And then there's this one water ride at California Adventure that Travis is like, okay, don't tell her, but we'll go on that.
The what, Grizzly one?
The Grizzly ride. That's actually my favorite. Yeah. And then I bought ponchos for us for...
Not her?
No, there's four. Oh. Yeah, there's four of us.
Imagine the three of you have ponchos as she does.
Yeah. The last time we were there, like doing the Grizzly ride, Travis like bought something, and then he got the plastic bag and put his shoes in it.
Oh, that's
like,
smart.
Yeah. But then obviously everything else was like wet. Yeah. And then Will got like super wet. But yeah, I recorded like the whole day too because I'm trying to vlog more on my YouTube channel. Yeah. But I have not posted in like a couple years. Yeah. But those are like the first vlogs that I'm trying to like post about. But it's a little hard because now I have to look through the footage.
I know that's the hardest part about filming is like the fact that you have to edit it afterwards. Mm-hmm. And I just dread editing sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, I'm so burnt out. I'm so tired. I don't even want to look at my footage.
Yeah, like I could film a lot, and I wish someone could edit for me, but then also the way that I edit, I don't know if people can do it. Or the way that I think is like really good. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what else that's there. Yeah. Yeah, and then hopefully there's some May 4th food,
Star Wars
and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it'll be at California Adventure because the Star Wars thing is on the other side. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, we have that going on for like this week, and hopefully you'll guys see this a little bit later. But yeah, I think that's all I have for this weekend. But what are you have a chill day Saturday, but what are you doing on Sunday?
Well, Sunday, this one brand reached out to me to see if I wanted to go to Beach Life Fest in Redondo Beach. And they were like, we love for you to do like a backstage meet and greet with one of the men from Beach Boys.
That's
and
fun.
John Stamos, who I freaking love from Full House.
Yeah.
And so I messaged back. I was like, yes, what time is the meet and greet? And I haven't heard back. So I'm like a little bit worried because it's already Friday, 5 p.m.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to have tickets for Sunday. So I don't know. I mean, I messaged them pretty late last night. So I don't know if it's so maybe I'll follow up again. But I really want to meet John Stamos because I was a huge fan of Full House growing up. And I want to watch them sing the song Forever because I think that was the song that like Uncle Jesse sang in Full House and it was with the Beach Boys. So yeah, I think it'll just be fun. I'm gonna like bring my friend Leah if we can go, and I haven't seen her since my birthday, so it's been a while. And it'll be nice to just catch up and like hang out. Yeah. Super chill weekend this weekend.
That's cool. I actually have a friend I went to school with like in high school, and she was on like the show with John Stamos, the basketball show that was on Disney Plus.
Oh.
Yeah. But
that's so random.
Yeah, but I think she's currently in school right now, so or like graduate school, so yeah. But they were in the same.
That's so cool.
Yeah, but I was gonna see if I could try to get her on the podcast, but she's doing kind of some other things now that are not acting related, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully in the next like few episodes, like we're gonna bring more guests too, like soon.
Let us know if you guys have any topics you want us to talk about, or if you just like listening to us yap and chill. I feel like that's fun too.
Yeah. But yeah, we have a lot like in store, and since it's kind of like the summertime too, I'm hoping that we're getting more people like out, because everyone's kind of been in a very hibernated state from like January to onward.
For sure.
I think the summertime always brings people out.
I know. I can't wait to go to the beach. Let's do a beach day.
I know. I do.
Everyone can come over. I feel like the only time most of my friends will visit me is if we do a beach day in Santa Monica, because then everyone can just park at my place and we can walk over.
Yeah. The only thing I want like more efficient is like how to get the freaking canopy over the sand, because from the parking lot to your sand is really far. Yeah, but I've had worse. Like there's this other time where we were in like Laguna Beach, and the beach that they wanted to do was nice, but then it was like on a hill. Or I mean, sorry, we have to go down from a hill.
Oh, okay.
We have to go down from a hill, and then that means that on the way back up, you have to go
opposite.
I have to drag it up, and I was just like, ugh. But then if we don't have a canopy, we're gonna die because it's gonna be too hot.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But yeah, beach day awaits. My go-to is always like Huntington, but I know that's kind of hard. Sometimes it can get really crowded, but then also that does have the most parking.
That's true.
Out of most places, and there's different lifeguard tents. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I always like hosting beach day, but yeah, it's just a trek going there. And then for Huntington Beach, I always like stake out like really early, and people don't know that like you need to stay there like early in the morning. Like
true.
Yeah, and like even in college, I was also the one who would plan the beach day. So I would literally be there at like 9 in the morning, and then I'm just waiting there until like maybe 2 or 3 by myself. Like I remember this one day I was like by myself, and I didn't care, it was fine, and I was just like under the canopy, like just saving my life, like just laying down. Yeah, but it was relaxing.
You're a good friend.
Yeah, but and that was for an organization too, so I was like, I don't get paid for this, but it's fine. But yeah, that's what's in store. Hopefully we'll put some more. And this year I have like, last year I had these huge duck inflatables that I used as like decor, but then this year I have this huge inflatable dog. You know those like balloon dog, like that,
Yeah.
like the one that the
Yeah.
artist makes and whatever. So I have one like that, but it's an inflatable.
Wait, bring it.
Yeah, but the only thing is, it's not very like easy to put in the water. Like I think it's too big.
Wait, don't put it in the water.
Yeah.
Or bring it to the Santa Monica, because we can't even go in the water here because it's kind of dirty from the fires.
True.
But bring the pearls from our birthday.
Oh yeah, we have pearls.
We have pearl inflatables.
Yeah, that's cute.
We could just sit on the beach.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like that'd be fun and do like a picnic, like get
Mm-hmm.
like food and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that concludes the rest of like our episode.
Yeah. Thanks for chilling and yapping with us.
Yeah, we'll see you guys again on Tuesday next week. We usually post on Spotify and YouTube. You can find us at Just One Bite Pod. And yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.